Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Dennis and welcome back to the Art Survival video. Today we'll actually discuss a little bit about these items over here, or I like to call it households item because it's generally are these are generally items that you can find in like a in-house area or I guess office area as well, etc., etc. So yeah, you got the point basically. What we will be discussing today is we'll actually just discuss the current state of these items and what they are, used for. And, I'm going to theorize about what's going to happen to these items in the future and why they existed in the first place. So, yeah, let's just start. So, what are these items? These are items, new items that actually was out. Um, in the big update 2022, it was in the late September, I believe. I think, or it was it late August or late September. I think it was late September actually, where there are these items that are introduced. It is actually marked with this tier kinda. As you can see, there is this golden coin over here, and then silver, and then copper over here, or bronze, I guess. Um, and yeah, as you can see, there are a lot of them. And what are the purpose of this, right? That is the question. Well, for now, most of them don't really have any purpose whatsoever. Like for instance, well, except some of them that can be useful. But yeah, like I guess we can start with the ones that are useful, like these old coins. You can smell these to get yourself some copper. You can also trade this if you have the cursed coin. You can actually trade the coins into, I believe, rags. I think. Um, yeah, I think you can trade this into rags, and yeah, that's pretty much it. School books don't have any purpose. Jewelry and gold, you can sell these to NPC to get currency, I guess, but I don't know. I mean, you can also sell other things as well. So you can just hunt carcasses and you sell the meat, you sell the bones, whatsoever, and instead of selling this valuable stuff over here. But yeah, they other than that, they don't actually have any other purpose. Next, there's also like these electronics that you can disassemble to get yourself some materials, but that is pretty much it as well. And I guess the other thing that is interesting is this bathtub. This is the only item that you can use to craft something else in the crafting section, and that is actually a brick house. Now, brick house, you will need bathtub to craft yourself one brick house. And if you disassemble brick house, you will actually get yourself one bathtub as well. So which means that if you already build brick house, lots of them during before the big update, and then you updated the game, then if you disassemble your brick houses, you will get yourself some bathtub. So yeah, it's interesting. Um, but yeah, you will need this bathtub for sure, and that is actually the only thing that matters in the crafting section. The other things you can just disassemble, and that's pretty much it, or sell or just trade with special trades pretty much. But other than that, they don't actually have anything else. Now, why, right? Why are these items introduced in the game? Well, my theory is that these items were actually had some purposes, but maybe the developers wanted to add it to the game step by step, maybe, which means that first they introduce the item. Next, maybe this big update, that's about to come in the EMBI big update. Maybe these items will be very necessary to do, to craft things in the future. Like, I don't know, maybe this fridge over here. Maybe if you fix this fridge, like the broken fridge, you will be able to store something inside. I don't know. Maybe it will extend maybe it will additionally increases or extend the lifespan of your food, for instance. That is a possibility. And then um, maybe you can fix this electric stove, and then it will be a working electric stove, for instance, so that you can cook. I don't know. I guess for now the most suggested is that you do this. You can only craft things one by one, right? Maybe if you use the stove over here, if you fix this, maybe you will be able to cook, multiple food at once. That is a possibility. And then this washing machine, maybe you can, maybe you need to wash your racks, for instance, this one, before you actually, craft this into making armor, for instance. You probably have to wash this first. That makes sense, right? It's dirty. You don't want to wear any dirty clothes, right? So yeah, that makes sense as well. And then, for instance, what else? Over here, sewing machine, for instance. If you want to craft yourself some clothes, you probably will need to use sewing machine as well. So maybe you fix this sewing machine, and you can I don't know, like maybe you will be able to craft clothes or armor, or something like that. And then maybe like let's see here, couch. Maybe instead of only bathtub, maybe you will also need couch. For instance, maybe making house, building house in the future. Maybe you build it section by section. You will need couch for living room. You need bathtub for bathroom. Maybe you need TV as well for your room, for instance. Also piano maybe for your living room again. So that is a possibility for sure. Um, and then maybe with this typewriter, if you fix this, you can actually write something in a book. For instance, with this one, you can write something in the book. You get the paper, you write something on it, and then like um, put it in the book, and you can maybe send it to someone, and then they can read whatever you write. That is a possibility, right? And then let's see here, maybe store scales. Maybe this one you can weigh your stuff, for instance. Like maybe you want to weigh I don't know, like meat, for instance. You need 1 kilogram of meat or 1 pound of meat. So, something like that. Maybe in the future, the cooking recipe will actually, like a count instead of number. Maybe it will include, like kilograms, for instance. Although that is, less likely to happen, but yeah. And then maybe the vacuum cleaner, you will need this to clean your house every now and often, because like maybe the house, like the brick house that you're in, for instance, like this one, maybe the food storage time or radiation resistance will degrade over time. After a month, maybe it will drop 10%. You will now have this 90%. um why is that the way like that? Because maybe during the period of time you gather lots of dust in your house, and you have to clean it, so it will go back to 100% efficiency. So yeah, I mean, that is a possibility, right? And then what else? Mattress. Maybe you can build yourself a bed, with the mattress. You can stack this, and you will have better rest bonus. Maybe carpet. Maybe it will, I don't know, like it's just for decoration for your house. And then what else? Maybe Rare Watch. Instead of free clock like this in this top right corner, maybe you will now have to see it from the Rare Watch to just tell you the time. That is a possibility as well. And yeah, and then I don't know about dice and cards, though I don't know what the purpose it will serve in the future. But yeah, um, those are like my theory about what's gonna happen to these items. Also, yeah, like my theory was that um, the developers actually had something in mind, that these items will not just be here for no reason. They will eventually make use of these items for sure, so that it just doesn't sit here for you to not do anything with it, right? So yeah, I mean that is my theory. Is that they introduce these items first, and then after that they will slowly add purpose to each of these, like maybe this one, if you want to, I don't know, like craft metal plate for instance, you will have to use lathe maybe, just for a grinder or cutting steel, you will need lathe. Maybe that is, a purpose that they already had in mind, but they had not really, introduced to the game just yet. Maybe they are waiting for something, just for filler update, I guess. I don't know, but yeah, yeah, I guess that's it. These are all the household items as well. If you want to get all of this stuff, I guess what you need to do is just to go explore, loot the cities. If there is some encounters like mini bosses in the cities, make sure that you beat them, and you will get one of these item over here. So yeah, guaranteed actually. So yeah. But anyway, that is it for this one. What else do I want to say? I don't know. I mean, it just makes sense, right? That these items will eventually have purpose in the future. Because why would these items be in the game if it has no purpose, right? It's just simple logic as that, basically. So yeah. Um, I feel like there's something with to do with this stuff, apart from just collect, save in the base, collect, sell to NPC, collect, trade to other players. I feel like there's supposed to be, like a actual function. Like let's take a look at the fridge, for instance. It just makes sense that if you fix this, maybe your food will get extended by, I don't know, 20%, for instance, on top of the house bonus as well. And then the electric stove, this is what I like the most. Maybe you will be able to craft or to cook multiple food at once instead of just cook one by one. So yeah, but anyway, I think I'll finish for this one. Let me know what you think about the purposes of all these items over here. Do they actually have purposes or not, or they're just, I don't know, like miscellaneous items? I don't know, maybe, I don't know. Tell me what you think. Tell me your opinion. So yeah, but anyway, I think that'll be for this one. I hope you guys enjoy it. Stay so healthy. I will see you again tomorrow with another Day Art Survival video. But until then, see ya.